But besides all that, what have you been jamming?
Man,
since the last pod?
I didn't jam much this week, but I got an album right here. To me, this is like my mama's classic right here.
Say your mom's?
Yeah, my mom loved this album. This is an album that I know front to back just because of my mom. Shout out to you, mom. Lyfe Jennings, Lyfe 268192.
Is that that's the first album?
Yeah,
right?
this is the original album.
He had a music video come out recently.
He did?
He displayed some new song, but then he did Must Be Nice on there.
Okay. So this album right here means a lot to my childhood. You know, I was a young whippersnapper. My mom used to be playing this, bro. I never listened to this album with my adult ears, but my girl never heard. She know Must Be Nice and stuff like that. So we was just jamming the album yesterday, like when we was riding around, and I'm like, yo, it's a story. This is to me, this album, you know, it's a concept album. It's like a book. You know, he narrating the whole story or whatever. And I was telling her how like everything breaks down to this like story of his life. And I was like, bro, there's some moments in here where I'll just be laughing. Like Greene when he found out he's on child support now. Cause like the first song, he's like, smile. It's an upbeat track. And he's like, man, I guess she didn't want to see me smiling. You know, the child support papers in me or whatever. And man, I was just like, man, she being greedy. I was like, come on, bro. Like, you gotta pay that child support, you know what I'm saying?
But, especially if you laid down and made the child.
But yeah, then one of my favorite tracks on here is Stick Up Kid. You know, it's just how he displays how he was robbing these niggas, you know what I'm saying? He was a stick-up kid, you know what I mean? Like, come on, you can't, this is one of the original, I wouldn't even say originals, he's one of like that new form, early 2000 R&B thugs. You know, you got him, Jaheim, you know what I'm saying? They were like them
The hood.
Yeah, bro, come on. Jaheim put out albums like Ghetto Love, Ghetto Classic, I'm Still Ghetto, and all this type of stuff, you know what I'm saying? But like, Lyfe Jennings,
Jaheim actually sounds like he would have been in the church choir. I'm pretty sure he came.
Because I think his family was like singers and stuff. I think his grandfather was like a known singer back in the day as well. But with Lyfe Jennings, man, I don't know. Like I know his second album, he had like a big track, SEX running song, SEX, take a deep breath, whatever. I hated that. He was trying to ruin it in the moment. You know what I'm saying? We was out here trying to, you know what I mean, do a little hunching when we was kids. But other than that, Lyfe Jennings, Lyfe 268192, this dude right here was showing you his upbringing, him talking about him, you know, going to different jails and prisons or whatever in his time of 26 years of life and all this type of things, man, talking religion. He was really kicking the backstands of those Christian folks on here too. But overall, man, this is a classic album. The only thing I say that will probably throw it off is the narrative, is the stories, because sometimes you could play a standalone track and it all means something, but it's still songs on here you can enjoy without listening to the whole album. But to me, you can't play this album without just. To me, you gotta play this full album. To me,
what songs do you think Jeffrey Dahmer helped write?
Jeffrey Dahmer, what do you mean?
He was singing the Jeffrey Dahmer in jail.
Yeah, I forgot.
So what songs do you think Jeffrey Dahmer actually helped co-write?
I forgot that was his freaking like they was like
the cellmates or something like that.
Yeah, they were like
or cell neighbors.
Something like that. No, probably none. I hope you wasn't singing to that man.
No. I'm saying, which one did you think Jeffrey Dahmer helped co-write? Must be nice. You think Jeffrey Dahmer was hitting some of them notes too?
Hey, he got hit with something.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah, but rest in piss. But B, what you been listening to?
Man, since the last pod, since we didn't do a What We've Been Jamming on the last pod, I got a lot that I've been listening to. I guess the first thing I'll start off with is Cadillactica by Big KRIT. Now, Cadillactica is Big KRIT's second album, after his debut project, Live from the Underground. Cadillactica, as the years have gone by, I know Cadillactica was kind of like, I don't want to say met with mixed reviews, but, you know, it still wasn't on that, ooh, this is hidden like that, the mixtapes type stuff. But going over this project over the years, and I listened to Big KRIT projects like at random, every single month. You get what I'm saying? And I wanted to bring this one up because the 10-year anniversary is coming upon us. Hopefully we can do a little review of this project.
Maybe.
Don't hate. But yeah, Cadillactica is just such a great project, man. To me, KRIT, he really hit his stride on this. I know a lot of people were kind of disappointed with Live from the Underground. And going back to it being outside of that moment, Live from the Underground is still not a bad album. It's still a really good album. It's just that it don't hit like the mixtapes. Yeah. And so that's the great thing with Big KRIT's discography is that he has such great projects that even a good project is looked at like kind of disappointing, but it's still good in its own right. And we have a project like Cadillactica that builds upon more of what I guess maybe what was missing from Live from the Underground, because Live from the Underground, a lot of people was like, he kind of went a bit too commercial. He had too many hits. He had too many bangers, like not enough introspective songs. On Cadillactica, he does more of the introspective, more of the, as he calls it, soul food like songs on here. And Big Crit as usual with the themes and some of the actual production and the features that he has on here. He has one with Lupe Fiasco. Lupe did not out-rap him. And you know, just a great time. Cadillactica is just such a great album, man. Like I need to get that 10th anniversary vinyl of it. It's on Get On Down. It's exclusive. Even though I got the original version of vinyl because you know no one was buying Big Crit vinyls like that. I got the original, but I still gotta get that 10th anniversary just to support my boy. Right. So yeah, that's it. Cadillactica, the deluxe edition by Big Crit.
Facts. So since we didn't do a what we channeling. So I guess mine would be JRNY EP by Jordan Woods and Joony.
That's the one with the car outside the house.
They did. It's like a little EP they put out with 6 tracks, technically 5, because the first track is just a little intro. And overall, I thought this was okay. You know what I'm saying? It had some like Embarco was probably my favorite track on here. Homebody was pretty good. Jealousy was straight. I think One Time More was more like an upbeat track they had on here. But you know, they doing their little singing, rapping thing. You know, the modern day melody stuff like that. I don't know if you familiar with Jordan Woods.
I know because hip hop Twitter they kind of hype him up, and he has that one album where he's just looking at his dreads, just all crazy.
Yeah. He's a really talented dude, man. Like he's not like he's like rapper singer type of guy.
Oh, see, I didn't know if he was just R&B or not.
Yeah, he's like more. I say he's more like R&B because he really don't really rap. He metal-nized.
It's more of like the R&B that's like not as focused on the singing. Like it's not focused on vocal.
It's pretty much focused on the vibes. Pretty much, really productive.
So kind of like a party, but party is way more melodic.
Yeah, way more. And he
Bryson Tiller is a perfect example. But Bryson be rapping.
I'll just say with production wise, they totally different. I feel like.
Oh no, I meant like what they do with their voices.
I could say that, yeah, similar. But Joony's kind of the same way. I think he's more in the rapper lane at times, but he also has this voice where he like harmonize and melodic as well. I think it was pretty cool. It's something I always go back and listen to, like Homebody and Embarco. It's a 13-minute EP. It was a cool listen. We jammed it on our way out, to the little mini moon we did, and I'll be playing it here and there, and then I get in the car and put on the song because it'll pop up in my recently added or recently played or whatever. Cool little track, cool little EP. You know what I'm saying? Them two together, I feel like they make pretty good music. Pretty much really good music because they're in the same. They're like a perfect marriage. They kind of the same in a way. You know what I'm saying? But if I haven't listened to it, JRNY EP by Jordan Wood and Joony.
All right.
What you got next? I know you got a lot.
Yeah, I got a lot because that's all I do is listen to music. I don't know if I want to do a new album. How about this? I'll kind of do like a discography deep dive. But not, you know what? I'm going to save that for later because I got a few discography dives to get into. But I'll do them differently than I usually do. Next project I do want to talk about is, you know what? I'll do something small right here. D'Angelo. So on one of these podcast episodes.
That's why I say you got in your R&B bag a little bit.
I forgot.
You did D'Angelo.
Yeah,
because I like that you did the Black Messiah.
So if you guys have not been watching What We've Been Jammers or if you've been missing any of the previous episodes, I did go to Voodoo because I was in my little R&B Soul Quarians bag. I was in that. No, Soul Quarians.
Yeah, no, but Neo Soul.
Oh yeah, Neo Soul. Yeah. I thought you meant that's what they was called.
No.
So I was like, all right, like D'Angelo only got 3 albums. I was like, and he's working on a new one. We already talked about that in the past episode. So I was like, let me just go ahead and finish this off. I went to Black Messiah first, and I was like, this is cool.
Yeah,
lyrics is there. The problem is sonically, it's because I could barely hear it. I could barely hear him. Like Sonics, like the beats ain't bad. The production is not bad at all. It's just that, and for me, I had to actually look at the lyrics while I was listening. And I'm like, all right, this is cool. I like this, where this is going, but it's sonically, it don't mix well, especially when you're riding in the car.
Because I think I've never looked this up and see the concept of this project, but to me, it feels like a jam section. To me, it always felt like a jam session to me.
What exactly does that mean?
Like when they like you get together, like your band or whatever, y'all just singing. Doing things, people playing, like freestyling pretty much, like a jam session.
So would you say like that's the same as like Voodoo?
I'm saying a lot of that stuff is jam sessions that came together. Yeah.
Okay, so then that makes
like
sense.
Jazz.
Because to me,
that's what neo soul, R&B, jazz, all that mixed together.
Because to me, Voodoo and this album share a lot of similarities in terms of like, and I don't want to say it like this. To me, he's kind of opened the lane up for Frank Ocean.
Oh no,
where it's the alternative R&B sound.
Yeah.
While I know he was going into the neo soul thing, to me this kind of like filters, like especially during the early 2000s, where you have the R&B, the actual traditional R&B, or contemporary R&B at the time, where it's more kind of adjacent to hip hop sounding beats. This sounds a lot more like in that weird alternative space of R&B, where it's like it's still singing, but the beats really ain't like traditional or contemporary type
It's
of
like
beats for that sound.
Wasn't Raphael Sadiq kind of like the godfather of that stuff right there? You know, they done stuff together as well. But you know, it's Tony Tone. That's who he was. That's the group Raphael Sadiq is with. That it was them. And he's a producer as well. But yeah.
You know who I keep thinking of? I keep thinking of that guy that's in TDE every time people say Raphael.
What the?
There's some guy in TDE. I forgot his name.
It's not Ali. I don't know. Raphael.
I forgot his name, but he was on Isaiah Rashad's last project. Raphael. I be wanting to call him that because I always confused him. But yeah, I know who you're talking about though. But yeah, with Black Messiah, it was cool. It's just like I could barely hear him.
Yeah.
I can barely hear the vocals. And you know, my thing is most important part is the sonics. I wouldn't be able to hear the lyrics that you're saying, especially when I'm reading it. I'm like, all right, this is actually cool, but I'm like, I can't hear this.
Yeah.
And so that was my problem. I was like, dang, I can't hear this. And so, you know, that knocked down a lot of points for me because I couldn't enjoy the music as much because I could barely hear them. But I might be like that lone wolf on this one. I listen to Brown Sugar. I think this is a 5 out of 5 project.
Why would you be on here?
Because, you know, people usually go to Voodoo as like his magnum opus. For me, Voodoo, I'm like, yo, this is, to me...
Brown Sugar's it's that one. It's one of those.
No, but I'm saying...
Voodoo is the most
talk,
popular one.
Yeah, but when people
Brown
talk about...
Sugar is a popular one.
But when people talk about D'Angelo, they usually bring up Voodoo. They don't bring up Brown Sugar. Like, they're like, oh yeah, Brown Sugar's cool. But I'm like, I guess for me, I like that traditional R&B sound a lot more.
Brown Sugar's a classic.
Yeah, no, this 5 out of 5. You see this rating right here?
Classic.
5 out of 5.
That's just
this
insane.
No, Brown Sugar. I'm like, this is my ish right here.
Voodoo is more of a thing. It's more acclaim. You know, also that's when he linked up with like the Roots and all them, and him and Questlove and all them was making. But Brown Sugar, Brown Sugar's before them. That's him.
No, I know.
Yeah,
but I'm not gonna lie. Besides Erica,
yeah.
Was the Soul Aquarius just not good for a lot of the people? A lot of people, I mean, Common.
What do you mean? Common was in his
Electric
bag.
Circus.
It got some tracks on there.
I'm going to talk about that later. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm doing my
Mary J.
Oh, I ain't got no problem with it. I love it. I'm in the minority. I love it.
Some people love that. I have no problem with that.
I think I'm in the minority, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, to me, besides Erica, because I want to say this, because I feel
you got Bilal.
Based off what I heard, that's like one of the best albums in the Soul Aquarians.
What Baduism?
That was the album, right? No, but that's her first album, right?
Yeah. Which one are you talking about?
The one that's in Soul Aquarians.
To My Mama's Gun?
That's the name of the album?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That second one?
Yeah, I think that one like
Mama's Gun. No,
I need to go.
You got
I gotta go back to.
You got the whole like freaking the root stuff. Like, bro, they was going in. What are you talking about?
Hey, they didn't live long until Kanye came.
No, he didn't even. No, I'm saying he didn't even look. They didn't care about that name. That wasn't even they.
Yeah, that was
Questlove that just said that. They wasn't a group, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They wasn't.
I know they wasn't.
Yeah,
because wasn't they was all shooting at like the same studio or something like that. And it just happened to be like they were all part of the same like not species.
But I know you're talking about Signs. Yeah, but nah, bro. It wasn't. Questlove did that.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though. Hey, people outside of it, look, to me, D'Angelo's best albums outside the Soul Aquarians. To me, Common's best albums outside the Soul Aquarians. I'm like, okay. I'm like, do I gotta keep going through this bag to see whose albums is the best ones out of this?
Bro, what is you talking about?
I'm just saying.
Oh my god,
you
having the wildest takes, bro.
Hey, someone gotta have
pointless takes.
Hey, cultural commentator, like I call myself.
Get out of here.
But go ahead with your next project, man. D'Angelo is a beast.
Oh my god, Carter 3. I actually listened to this yesterday as well. It's crazy. I was listening to these albums. Carter 3, you know, I have a younger sister, bro. She knows some of these songs, but you know, she was with us yesterday, and I was just jamming music. And bro, this album, like I said, I think I said this on the old podcast. Like, I feel like it didn't age. I ain't say it didn't age well, but like it's some stuff on here. I'm like, dang,
it's definitely showing its age.
Yeah, like Carter 2 is always, I don't know, but like Carter 3 to me, it's still a classic album, but it's more of a classic
moment.
Yeah, that's why I agree with old Roundtable was saying the same thing. And it's some stuff on here, bro, that I played some stuff I skipped. I'm not gonna lie.
What'd you skip?
Come on, people don't gotta get into that.
What'd you skip? Did you skip Miss Officer? Please tell me.
Of course.
Thank
you.
I
was skipping that when the album came out.
People look at me crazy when I say that that's the worst song on that album.
Yeah, I skipped that joke.
People look at me crazy, B.
I skipped Got Money, Comfortable.
Nah, I like Got Money.
It's not bad, but I'm just saying it's just some stuff I just...
Yeah. You skip Comfortable?
Yeah. It's not a bad song.
Especially with Kanye production?
It's not a bad song. But Tie My Hands is that one, B. I love that song. But like, listen to Tie My Hands, Let the Beat Build.
Let the Beat Build is so nice.
God.
What about You Ain't Got Nothing?
Come on, B. Money don't fold nor Benz, Mercedes. Nah, come on, bro. They was on that joint.
Alchemist was in his bag on that production.
But nah, overall, man, this is... like I said, and hip hop is a classic album. But I'm just going through it. Just some stuff I just want to tap back into. Bro.
So, question: did you skip those songs because it was overplayed back then, or because you just?
I just didn't want in the mood to listen to them. Like Comfortable, I just was like, eh. Even though the song is GOAT, it's just I didn't want to hear it. I didn't want to hear Dr. Carter either. Mm-hmm. I didn't want to hear Phone Home.
I can understand the Phone Home one, and I can understand Dr. Carter too.
We are not the same.
I am a Martian, or something like that.
I'm not an Ian.
Is that Swiss Beats on that?
Young college student who would just flip the script like Houston. I'm Houston. Something, whatever. But I don't know. Anyways, I know a lot of you young guys out here, if y'all listening to the pod, I'm pretty sure y'all heard Carter 3, but if y'all haven't, it's things on there, man. But to me, it's not the album that people say it is. But that's all I'm going to say.
I don't like you saying this on the Southern Based Podcast, but I'm going to let you slide.
It is what it is, man. It is what it is.
All right. Next 2 projects I got, because it is from a group and they only had 2 projects. CL Smooth and Pete Rocks.
Yes, sir.
Mecca and the Soul Brother and The Main Ingredient. Listen to both these projects, deemed to be hip-hop classics. Mm-hmm. And Pete Rock did come out with an album with Common this year. Mm-hmm. I had to listen to Smoke DZA and his album, Don't Smoke Rocks. Thought that was good. I was like, all right, let me go to the origin of these 2 at their peak, as some people call it. And Mecca and the Soul Brother with CL Smooth on the rapping and Pete Rock mostly on the production. The first album, I'm like, all right, I can see where they're going with this. To me, obviously I can't speak for that time because I wasn't in during that time listening to this, obviously, because this was in the 90s. This made me want to make a Dusty Awards album on this pod for the albums I listened to this year. That kind of got some dust on them.
Yeah.
And this ain't a bad album. I'm just like, I'm old. I'm just like, I get it.
It's an album of its time.
Yeah, it's a product of the times. Yeah. But it was a really good album for its time because if I could put this up with a lot of other albums, I'm like, oh yeah, this is good. And then I listened to Main Ingredient today. 5 out of 5. Yeah. I'm one of those guys where I don't know. I feel like I always have the contrarian take when it comes to certain classic albums, especially in people's discography. I love Main Ingredient. I love the production. I love the rapping. I love the fact that CL Smooth, he barely cusses in his music in general. And these pockets, these flows that he actually demonstrates, and the way his rhyme schemes is, I'm like, all right, I like this. And to me, when Pete Rock was on some of these songs, I'm like, this feels like a breath of fresh air right here.
Yeah.
And I could definitely see how this album kind of set the blueprint, and I hate to say this, for the Auditorium Volume 1. I can see how it kind of sets a blueprint for that.
What do you mean by that? Just his production?
Well, production, the way he actually orchestrates it, and how Pete Rock sometimes comes on the beat to rap.
But I'm saying, you're going to use that, he done other collaborations with other people in his style. I'm saying, why would you use that
full album?
What do you mean? He done full albums with people?
I'm talking about that's considered a classic.
Oh, I was just thinking, hold on, what do you mean? You thinking that album a classic that came out?
The Auditorium?
Yeah.
No, not yet.
But I'm just saying,
I look at that as one of my favorite albums of this year, and when I listen to Pete Rock from
are you saying Pete Rock's production is a because
no, I can see how there's a similar formula coming from an album like this to this.
Because I'm like, bro, Pete Rock been doing this, V.
Wait, I'm confused. No, not production. No, I'm saying producer rapper thing.
Yeah, I'm saying he done it with freaking Smoke DZA.
Yeah, but I'm saying to me, you can see. Because my thing is this, the production, when I have to compare it to something, to me what he gave Smoke DZA was a bit different than what this is. To me, I can feel if I hear this album and then I hear the Auditorium Volume 1, to me that feels like a sequel to this. Because to me, it's you got someone that can really rap, who's kind of on that conscious tip. You get what I'm saying? You got Common, in his bag, not really being vulgar, not really, doing any of the hoodlum stuff. CL Smooth wasn't.
So you just saying that album is kind of in the world of the CL Smooth. Okay, I got you. I thought you. I
don't know how to I didn't know how to articulate that well.
I thought you was trying to say that. Hey, you could tell from here and all the other stuff don't matter. This right here.
No.
I'm thinking
to me, this
skipping.
is like I said.
I'm thinking you skipping the foundation. P Strim.
No. But if you listen to this album, then you go to the Auditorium, you're like, kind of like the same formula in terms of getting that type of rapper.
Yeah.
And the beats that you lace him with.
He got some other stuff with I think it's.
I'm definitely going to go down because Pete Rock is definitely getting up there for me in terms of some of my favorite producers.
It just sucks that you're late on Pete Rock like that.
Am I late on him?
I said you knew who he was, but you don't follow the catalog.
That's no, of course not, because he was way before my time. There's a lot of people I didn't follow the catalog because they were way before my time.
But Pete Rock is Pete Rock.
See, I can say that about a lot of producers.
Oh yeah, 91 as well for you. Damn.
Premiere.
Yeah. Damn. Oh yeah, because you did.
Because I didn't like 90s stuff like that. You gotta remember when I was younger,
missing out on the foundation.
Hey, I didn't like 90s stuff like that. I'm sorry. Some of that stuff was too dusty.
That's built the house.
Hey, guess what? We're not slaves no more, B. Foundational Black Americans.
All right, here you go.
We built the foundation. But hey, we moved on from that.
Oh
we building bigger and better things, are we not?
We moved on from kneeling.
Hey, racism doesn't exist. We remember.
All right, here you go.
I don't know why we're still crying about slavery.
Oh my God! Stop it!
Those takes is hilarious with not FBAs.
They be
Why y'all still crying about slavery?
I'm like, bro, y'all didn't even. We can't get in that. Different show.
Yeah, different show. We need to make the cultural podcast.
Yes, sir,
we talk about society.
Oh
but go ahead with your next project.
All right, bro. My next project is kind of left field. Rupert Holmes, partner in crime.
Genre?
Pop. This album came out in 1979. Bro, I was picking up my kid, took him to McDonald's, and I was in the mood. I said, you know what? I want to listen to, do you like pina coladas?
That's it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm like, you know what? I never listened to this full album. Mm-hmm. I did it. Worst decision I ever made in my life.
Hey, you ate bad food and listen to bad music. Bro, that's just a bad combination.
No, my son ate the McDonald's. Me, I went and got some. What did I get? I think I got some Five Guys.
You wrong. You wrong.
He don't like Five Guy burgers, bro.
Can you put him on?
You can have a little double drink. He like them nuggets, bro, from Mickey D's. But yo, Rupert Holmes, bro, I never like deep dive into your catalog or your like. But I don't think you're like a legend or nothing like that. I think the one song you have is Escape.
Is it a one-hit wonder?
I think he is. I could be wrong. I could be so wrong. But I just know Pina Colada song. Mm-hmm. And, you know, that song is great. But I listened to this album and I'm like, bro, he had some stuff on here that was going out too long. It was some stuff on here. I'm like, bro, why did you even make this? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, how did this get produced? It was forced. But overall, man, I'll never listen to this again. I know this is a hip-hop show, but, bro, I had to jam something a little different.
He's black or?
Nah, man, he's a little...
Wow. Okay, I'm cool with it being bad.
He's a little fair-skinned fellow. But, yeah, man, if y'all want to check out this trash, it's called Partners in Crime by Rupert Holmes. And if some of you guys in the comments are like, y'all like this, man, hey, I don't know what to say about you. 'Cause, bruh, no way. But, nah, that was just a little something I listened to. I was like, I'll throw that into the pod.
So that's it?
You don't even got to put that on the jam, and you don't even put it in the description. But I can add one more just to go a little hip-hop.
All right.
I did go, I don't know, bro, I probably talked about this, but did I talk about this before?
I'm about to have to see it.
Did I talk about this before?
No, I never put this on what we've been jamming.
Okay, this was probably my most listened to album in 2022, and that's Smino, Love for Rent. Mm-hmm. I love this project, man. Even J. Cole has a really good verse on here. Fat Man Scoop's on here. Doechie's on here with a dope performance. Man, this just... Smino just makes that's just, I don't know, you never got into Smino, right?
I was going to ask you, because I plan to do a discography deep dive, but every time we got something to do that week in terms of like what
he got 3 albums, but he got some EPs too. Mm-hmm. But the Love for Rent album was really dope, man. Just some of the samples he did, especially on the No L sample with the Missy Elliott joint. And then the song Old Ass Kendrick on there rapping. Blue Billy, dope. Some production on here is dope. And then Manti, I think it's Manti. Matinee, my bad, I'm bugging. Matinee with Cal Banks. Cal Banks is the actual producer. He's actually from Dallas, bro, so that's dope. And he actually put out a single like a few weeks ago with Smino and Buddy that's really dope. The production on there is really quality. Mm-hmm. But he also has one of my favorite guys that don't put out music. I don't know where you at. I know you had a kid and you like disappeared. Another guy that's from the land. He's from Houston. His name Reggie. He a singer. Reggie Helms. Really dope. And he's on this project as well. And where are you at, Reggie? Where are you, bro? You like disappeared.
You say he's a singer, right?
Yeah. I don't know what happened to him.
Have you listened to his project?
He never put out a project.
Oh, so he's like one of them feature artists.
He do features and he do singles. And that's it.
That's kind of like the perfect.
He don't have no project, and I've been waiting, man. I know last time I remember he had a kid and he was like hanging out with Travis Scott and them or whatever. But also Pudgy with Lil Uzi Vert, probably like I love that Uzi Vert verse, bro, in there. Anyways, project to me is really stellar, probably one of my favorites out of 2022. I didn't listen to much music that year because I was kind of like dabbling into other things, mostly like self-wealth, self-health, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But anyways, Love for Rent by Smino, really dope project. I'm really excited for what else he has to come, because Smino always, to me, put out a stellar project. Mm. And I love that he brings out, like him bringing out Fat Man Scoop, and like, he just, I don't know, he just knows how to put people together, bro. Like 90 Proof, you heard that J. Cole verse before? Stellar, man, very stellar verse, you know what I'm saying? But
You know, I'm not a features guy. Like, I never even went to a Drake.
Because you never just be on YouTube and just looking at random music videos and just playing like, oh, I never
I
heard
told you,
person.
I'm not a music video guy no more. I grew out of that.
For real. Dang, I guess I'm immature.
No, I'm just saying, I don't. I'm just saying, I grew past that. You grew out of anime, but you ain't too old for anime, Negro.
I don't think I grew out of anime. I just stopped watching it.
You grew out of it.
You think so?
I think because as you grow, sometimes your priorities and what entertains you changes.
Yeah.
I don't think growing out of something means that necessarily it's immature. It's just like,
but you know how, I don't know.
It's like a phase thing, basically.
Yeah,
it's like not a phase, but
I know what you mean. It's just
one of the things that just become less of a priority.
Love for Rent by Smino, really good project. Check it out.
All right.
I think that's my last. I don't got
your
nothing
last
else.
one?
I don't got nothing else.
I got a few. Let's go ahead and get into some new releases that came out this week that we will not be reviewing, but I guess I'll be doing it sadly. Take Care by BigXThaPlug. This album was bad. 15 tracks, 30-something minutes. What the F did I listen to? Nah, I want to support BigXThaPlug because he's from Dallas. You know, he's from our city. You know what I'm saying? I got to support the young Southern King. On here, you sounded like the young Southern fool because I don't know what was happening on this album because I was sorely disappointed. Now, I listened to his previous project. I forgot the name of it, but it was like a short EP. Like, it had like a few songs on there. It was called The Biggest, and it only had 7 songs, 14 minutes. This album right here, Take Care, hard cover. 15 minutes, 31 songs. 15 songs, 31 minutes. But it all just feels like one song because each of these songs is the goddamn same. The problem with this project is that BigXThaPlug, he has a formula, and all he does is stick to that formula. He gives you nothing new. He ventures out to nothing different. He has the same type of production where he gets some 70s to 80s black sample. He lets the sample, or funk, whatever that is.
Black sample, boy, you sound racist.
Well, I'm saying black sample because it could be like something old, like funk or soul, like you know.
You just say funk or soul, B. You sound so racist. Black.
But also, I think he does have like one of those
artist.
black exploitation. Is that how you say it? Yeah.
What's there? Black sample.
Hey, the way he does it on here, that's what he is doing on here, B. He's just being a black on here. You know what I'm saying?
Nasty, bro. Stop it.
But he usually has a sample from a black artist from the 70s and the 80s. He lets the sample play for a bit. Beat drops, then he does the same exact flow on each single song. There's rarely a hook. Usually he lets the sample do the hook, and then he comes in with another verse. None of these songs are really worth actually staying for. I think out of all these songs, I liked about 6 in total. Maybe 7 because he did put one song, his biggest song, on here, even though it was on one of his previous projects itself. But in context, I did not like that song on this album. 15 songs of nothingness almost. Like I said, the first 5 songs, honestly, you could have just stopped right there. You had a nice little run. You could have stopped it right there, but god dang it, you wore your welcome. Now, there was a song outside of that I did like. He did the Contagious Ozzy Brothers sample. He did 2 a.m. He was doing a little storytelling right there of like him cheating on his girl, but then the girl cheating on him or whatever. Yeah, it's cool. Talking about up in the pipe or whatever, up in pole. But to me, it just did nothing because all these songs is forgettable. None of these songs do nothing for me. This is like good gym music for the first 5 minutes, but afterwards, I feel like the pump that I have from pumping some iron will be gone because some of these beats, the Law and Order sample, why? Like, what do we? Yeah, you didn't need to rap on that. You literally go to sounds like
the did when it was fire.
Who?
I probably was sampled different, but what's the little dude name? Lil Tyler. His long.
Oh yeah. I do kind of like that.
He got a good flow though.
Good flow. But this guy, he never changes the flow, and that's the problem. He never changes or deviates from anything. He never like wows you with anything. His lyrical content really isn't there like that. And my thing is, it's not all about the lyricism in terms of, or the subject matter. To me, as long as the song sounds good. But if I hear the same exact song 14 other times after the first track, what the F am I listening to? Like, yeah, the first track, it set the vibe for the album, and that could be a good thing for some people. It's a bad thing for this one because I love that first track. I'm like, all right, this is cool. It had the little same sample from Still Fly from 3 6 Mafia. I like the way that he used the sample in here. Second, third, fourth, fifth song, I'm like, all right, we're going on a little groove. By the 6th song, you just bored.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are we going at with this album right here? Like, this is cool gym music if you're into this sound. Like, if you like a Boss Man D-Lo, you like a Finesse 2 Times, I can't even say Moneybagg Yo because at least he kind of changes it up here and there. This is literally the same song each and every goddamn song except for 2 a.m. You just doing the underdog rap of, oh, y'all didn't want to F with me back then. Oh, I keep the thing on me. Oh, I'm on I-35. I'm like, dude, I want to support because you're from Dallas, but this is just a really disappointing project. Now, I'm not saying I expected the moon and stars from him or anything like that, but you could have at least changed the flows up here and there. Like I said, subject matter and lyricism isn't at the forefront as long as the song sounds good. But when every song is the same, it's like, what's the point, man? There was no creativity. This was boring. You was coasting on this. You was not trying. Like, you didn't sound inspired on this at all. I'm just so pissed that I listened to this twice. I listened to it twice. That was
Well, I was trying to find some substance.
Exactly. This was 62 hours of my day that I cannot get back.
Nah, B.
I'm so mad, B. I'm sorry. But I got to give this criticism because it's like, that's how you get the rappers to grow.
Hey, man.
Hey, but the cover is hard, though. The album cover is hard. But don't ever call it Take Care again because only one GOAT can have that as their album name.
I didn't even know the name was Take Care. That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that because he didn't take care of nothing on that album. You should have took it to the trash.
Oh, my God.
Take care of that trash.
Don't do it like that, man. Hey, yo.
B, I want you to listen to it twice.
I won't listen to it twice.
No,
I might check it out. I might check it out once. Some of this stuff, I'm just telling you, bro. Like, when it comes to like music like this, I gotta really like it for me to give it a second play.
But B, that's why I'm the cultural commentator. I like to give it an even chance.
You know what this dude is? Insane. What's the definition of insanity, B?
Expecting something different, doing something the same thing over and over. Sadly, hey, but I will say this did work on one album this week though.
What album was that, B?
Dom Kennedy's Class of '95.
Oh, so now
the album this album came out, and I've been a big Dom hater post blog era.
Yeah.
Dom was the man in the blog era. He was the cool guy. Loved everything he was putting out. I hate to say it like this. It's like after Nipsey passed, he has not been the same. And I hate that for him because obviously when someone passes, they're not going to be the same. But sometimes he makes references to it, and it's like he just forgot how to rap. It's like he doesn't feel inspired to rap anymore. And my thing is this, if you don't feel inspired to rap, don't rap.
Man, I felt that way about Dom before Nipsey passed. That $500,000 and all that? Yeah. All that
I like $500,000.
I didn't like that.
I liked $500,000.
And like...
But $500,000 was around when Nipsey
like
was
2015, that album he put out or whatever.
Oh, I didn't listen to the album. I listened to $500,000 EP 1 and 2. I didn't listen to the album.
Yeah, I'm saying I know about all that stuff. I listened.
So you think he lost it then? I think he was in the pocket in the EPs, but I don't think he. I don't know. I haven't heard the album, but those albums afterwards, I don't know what happened on there. B.
And I don't want to put like Nipsey death on it. I just think he just probably lost some luster. What you think about the album? I didn't listen to it.
So I listened to the album first night it came out. Biggest mistake I
remember I told my people in the Discord you said it was trash, and then they was like they hearing good things, and I'm like my cousin said it was whack.
So this is the thing. Listen to it during the nighttime. It was so whack.
Yeah.
He's yelling on these beats. It's like if you hear Guru not being calm. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guru got that cool, calm effect when it comes to rapping.
Yeah.
Dom has it on a few songs here, but he's like, like it's like he's Meek Mill in a bit. I'm like, I'm like, Dom, you're supposed to be cool. Like,
relax a little bit, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. Take a chill pill. Get an icy or something. I don't know. But then I was like, all right, let me try this again because maybe I was just tripping. Maybe I was hating on Dom that night because some people was hyping it up on the TL.
Yeah.
I went back to it during the day. I'm like, all right, this sounds good during the day when you riding out around 12 to 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
But this don't sound like a good Dom album. That's the problem. This, like, for Dom, I don't want to say like this. This is a good album in a while, but
yeah,
this isn't a good Dom album. Like, Yellow album is good. Get Home Safely is good.
Yeah.
From the West Side of Love 2.
Part 2, yeah.
Part 2.
Part
Good.
1 fire 2. All
Yes.
those joints, bro.
I agree. By Dom Kennedy.
Hour. Oh my God.
Wait, no. You call it the original Dom Kennedy. Yeah, by Dom Kennedy. You didn't really like that one. I love that one.
Yeah.
To me, this was a good project, but this was a good standard rap project.
Yeah.
But if I really comparing it, it's like, what is that really saying?
Yeah. To me, I feel like Dom in that place for his career, but like, it's some artists, bro, I'm not going to be too hard on. Like, I'm not going to be too hard on Future. I'm not going to be too hard on Dom Kennedy.
To me, it depends.
Because I feel like, it's like this. I'm not going to be, even though like I say how the stuff I don't like about Kanye West, but it's like, bro, when you can make up to 5 to 6 staple albums in hip hop, or probably if you have a lesser discography, bro, I think you did your job. That's why like the whole thing of like when we'll say, yo, you messing up your discography. For me, I don't follow that.
Well, for me, the way because me and you see, and now this helps me realize how we view discographies. Yeah. I view discographies as an average.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you can have like really good test scores, but if you start failing your test in the later end of the semester or whatever, you're gonna have a failing grade.
Yeah. No, I understand.
That's how I judge the artist overall. Now, I don't judge their legacy and impact by that. That's always going to be cemented with their projects and how they moved in the game. I'm talking about if I had to just rate the music overall, just the music, no impact, no legacy, no.
Oh, I got you.
If I just rate the music on its own, this isn't bad.
In that concept, I can I can grade it by this. If we just based on discography, me, I always based on legacy and who they are. And
See,
what they
I
brought
take
to the
that
game.
out because to me that's a separate factor when I am judging an artist in terms of like when I put them in like when I rank artists and I gotta rank them amongst each other like a Drake and Jay-Z. Like why would Drake be so high up? I'm ranking everything else besides just the music. Because just the music, then obviously Jay might got it like by.
I think
compared to a lot of
legacy and
other people.
everything, Jay got him though.
No, I do too as well. But I'm saying, like,
I get what
but
you're
I'm saying
saying,
when people put Drake up there, it's like people be like, oh, like why are you putting Drake up there? Drake don't rap that well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I'm putting in other factors besides just the rapping.
That's like why Kanye West be in those lists, just because what he done.
Exactly.
Not mostly on how he rapped.
Yeah.
It's just like what he did.
But if, like I said, if I'm just judging the music,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because Dom, he's always gonna be my guy.
Yeah.
And I want to support, so I want to listen to the music. Dom, get Yellow album, get the samples clear. That's all I gotta say about this. Because this album was cool during the day. Do not listen to this at night. Maybe in the morning when you're getting ready, you about to go to a fly little pool party. Goat. But you might go to a little fly pool party. You don't swim at all during that pool party. I heard that's like a Texas thing. I thought that was like everywhere.
I thought they like black people. We just don't get in the pool. We just be like.
No, they said that's a Texas thing.
I didn't even know that, bro.
I didn't either until someone told me. But yeah, this is a cool album if you want to get fly to. You riding around the city during the day. If you listen to this at night, it's not good. And I hate to put the stamp on this album, but this is only good during the day.
Damn.
I never thought I'd have to say this
I
about an
don't think I ever heard that before.
Yeah. There's some albums in my.
There's some
albums
you
I'm like,
out here don't bring her out in the daylight. You know what I'm saying? But now you're like, yo, bring her out, bring this one out in the daylight.
Yeah.
But at night, you know what I'm saying?
Look, this is the one where it's like, oh, I can flash this one around during the day, but at night she just might talk too much. She might get annoying. Like she's not really gonna give it up. This is the album right here. It's like God. This ain't gonna be it right here. You know what I'm saying? Hey, but R.I.P. to Nip though because he is one of my favorite rappers and he does, obviously mention him on this album.
Yes, sir.
So I do love to hear Dom paying respects. But man, Dom, I don't know what Class of 95 exactly means, but he does have some gems on here.
Probably when he hopped off the porch.
Maybe. But he does have some songs on here where I'm like, all right, this is the old Dom feeling that I love.
Yeah.
You just didn't give me enough of that on this album.
Yeah.
And you don't sound cool. Like, why are you yelling on the mic? That's just my thing right there. But I think that's it for in terms of like solo albums. Now it's time to get into two discography deep dives since it has been a while. First one I want to get into is from an underground artist named ChYld. SOL space CHYLD. It's a woman. I think it's a woman. It's a woman, like I don't know if it's a they, them type situation. Yeah. But yeah, ChYld, SOL CHYLD. I listened to her 3 projects. Her first one, For the Soul, Eyes Towards the Sun, Something Came to Me. If you like Rhapsody, if you like J. Cole, this would be the perfect type of music for you to listen to. To me, she is one of the better female MCs in the game currently.
How you spell it?
SOLCHYLD.
Oh, okay.
How was I saying it?
No, I just was. I read it all different, by the way. All different.
Oh. But yeah, I listened to her 3 projects. Obviously, with Something Came to Me being her last project that she came out with last year. None of these projects are over 30 to 40 minutes. All are really quick breezes to actually get through. Like I said, she can rap. If you like Rhapsody, you will definitely like her.
Yeah, I heard of her. She's the chick from like North Carolina.
From Jersey, I think.
Yeah. Oh, she's from Jersey.
I think
they
she's
be
Jersey.
They be posting her on Twitter and stuff. I thought she was from North
See,
Carolina. Joey. I remember Joey put her in the upcoming rappers list of this year, and that's when me and him got in the back and forth, and I said, "Yo, hip hop is dead."
It is.
It was some people in there I liked. It's just we never got to. I want them.
You didn't get to explain it because they didn't really.
Yeah, I didn't really get to explain. They just said I was corny for when I said that. But I'm not saying like you're bad. These people are bad or anything. I was just saying like, you know who has that.
The it factor.
Yeah.
Who's bringing the people to hip hop?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
People never want to do that. Be if it hurts their argument.
Yeah.
They don't want to put that into consideration. Got to remember that.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, I listened to her 3 projects. I thought they were really good. I thought her rapping was really solid as well. She came up on a song. The reason I found her was because she came up on a song I was listening to by D2X. Her single came out recently.
I haven't peeped it yet.
It was pretty good. But, she came up in the little recommended Spotify thing. I'm like, who's this? I'm like, because I like the way this sounds. I'm like, but I don't know who this is.
Yeah.
So I saw the project was short. I was like, let me check it out. And I checked it out all in a day. I'm like, this is pretty solid. This is really good. To me, like I said, she reminds me of Rhapsody, who did release an album earlier this year. And she really has a so far solid catalog. The first album, her For the Soul, it was cool. I was like, the worst part is I listened to her recent album first, and so
you went back. It's kind of feel like like it felt like she digressed. Like digressed.
But I understand, so I'm not putting that as a point against her. But I will say that
if you reverse it, she got better.
Yeah, she got better. No, she did get better. Like I know that for sure. But I hate that I listened to that one first. But that was the one I heard the song on that I really liked first. So I was like, that was the testing point of like, do I really want to get into this artist and listen to all their music, or do I just want to listen to this? I like Something Came to Me enough to where I went to Eyes Towards the Sun, which was a good project as well. Then I went to For the Soul. That was a good project as well. Like I said, she gives me heavy Rhapsody vibes. She can rap, obviously. I will say that I don't want her to go in a different lane production wise. I do want to see her. I think I want to see her come out with like a album sounding album. You get what I'm saying?
I think you want to see that money behind it. You want to see like they put some production.
Exactly. Like, I want to see that because I want to see what you.
It's going to happen, bro.
Are you going to go the J. Cole route and not go mainstream necessarily, but like kind of like disappoint, or are you really going to meet up to expectations where you come out with an album kind of like Rhapsody did this year, where it was really good?
I still haven't listened to that. I need to go to
you need to be. Come on.
I'm slacking on Rhapsody. I'm sorry. You might have a point.
But yeah, Soul Child, I really did like it. I am anticipating your next follow-up project after this. I enjoyed it, so you got a fan out of me. And with all this year that I've been listening to women, this is a breath of fresh air.
Because I'm pretty she fall in that Rhapsody, No Lane, Tierra. I know Tierra Whack a little different, but you know that the girls that really can rap.
Yeah. She falls into the, I don't want to call it lo-fi rap music scene, but
she
like the Saminos, the Sabas, like it's all. I don't know what to call that.
She fits in that family. She's in that tree.
Yeah, she's definitely in that tree. I just don't know what to call that name. But yeah, she fits in that tree. If you want a good, dope female MC, I don't know if you go by they or anything like that.
And one thing, shout out to Jersey, man. It seems like Jersey been putting out some little younger artists right now that's trying to make their wave. You got what's his name, Chris Patrick. Am I saying that wrong? I know it's Patrick something. My bad, bro. I'm sorry. I talked about it on the podcast like a few months ago. But he had a pretty good EP as well, and he had a good little album he put out like 2 years ago. I think it was Chris Patrick. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry.
No, you're all good, B. But hey, at least you trying to shout it out. We're trying to give the people some other artists besides some of the mainstream stuff that we listen to. But now it's time to get into my big discography deep dive. And it's from my boy Common Sense.
Yes, sir.
After this deep dive I did, because I did say it in the last What We've Been Jamming, I was like, I might as well just listen to all the Common albums, because I've been listening to most of them. And so I even had to rank them a bit. You know what I'm saying? And I almost forgot the August Greene album.
Yeah, I saw that you played that.
Yeah.
I talked about it on the pod.
Yeah, you talked about it on the pod. That's how I remembered it. And so it's time for me to talk about Common's albums, and mostly how I rank them. And I'm going to talk about them as how I rank them. Hopefully one day we could maybe do a Common little album review. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But this is the one time I get to do it. You get to see my discography deep dive at number 15, because this man has like 15 projects. Yeah. August Greene, I'm not going to count that because that's not his album solely. Yeah. But August Greene is still a really good album. Yeah. To me, it's not like in the top half of Common's discography, though.
Also because it's not Common focused. Yeah. It's also instrumentation.
Yeah, and the instrumentation was so good. Yeah. See, a jazz album like that, I like that. I like that. I like that. Number 15, Can I Borrow $1? Common's first album. I did not like that ish. That was the last Common album I had to listen to. Boy, I wish I didn't listen to it. Yeah, this album, super dusty. Very, very dusty. In fact, don't even blow the dust off. Just keep the dust on. Let it weigh down the CD. Maybe it might break the CD so you don't have to listen to it. Number 14, Universal Mind Control. Now, this is the album that he did with Pharrell, because Common, I didn't know he has so many albums with just one producer, one rapper type situations happening. I didn't know, like, when Universal Mind Control came out, I heard it when it came out. But this is when my whole, Common's corny. Like, who listens to Common type stuff? Like, this is during that whole era, like, of my childhood, or I guess my teenage years, adolescence. And this album, Common's become one of those rappers in the Nas and Jay-Z tier for me, where it's like, oh, you could just find anything, I'll listen to it. If it's this person right here, right?
You was going into that, it was some of this stuff like, boy. Because right here, hold up, before you get into your stuff, I didn't listen to these.
Yeah, I listened to all of them.
Yeah, I didn't listen
The only one I didn't listen to was that one. But that's a soundtrack.
Yeah, but Mo's really dope.
Yeah, but Universal Mind Control, Common, never go to Pharrell for beats anymore. Pharrell, never give Common any beats anymore. This album was bad.
That album.
This album was bad. I like most of the songs because Common is rapping, but there's some songs I'm like, okay, I just like the beat. Common, you're not doing it well on this.
I like Common, but I don't know if I said on the podcast, I always have a problem with his voice.
Yeah, you have.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is like, at first, before I heard Can I Borrow $1, this was like, to me, his worst album. I'm like, wow, that was something.
Yeah.
Definitely the most different.
You know,
just because it's different, don't mean it's good, huh?
I do not like that album.
Yeah, that album, B.
Nobody, hold up, I'm gonna get your thing.
It's bad, but go ahead, say what you about.
I want to guess your next one. I want to say, is it Nobody Smiling?
Who is it?
I said Nobody Smiling. Is that your next album that's bad?
No.
Okay.
No. My next album, and these albums ain't really bad. After this, we get to the no bad albums, but some are just good. All right. You know, they're number 13 has to be A Beautiful Revolution Part 2. And then at 12, A Beautiful Revolution Part 1. To me, it goes off of a lot of that August Greene stuff that I listen to. It stays in that lane with, I think, Robert Glasper.
Yeah, Robert
I forgot
Glasper.
who else is on there.
Oh, they own these albums?
Yeah, they do some of the producing.
I never listened to
and
them,
on Black America again. They heavily help produce that. Kareem Riggins.
Kareem Riggins.
Yeah.
I know Black America. I like that.
Yeah, Black America.
It's okay.
That's why I'm saying I'm going in that range where now it's like, okay, I got the bad albums out the way.
But I didn't listen to these two. They not bad?
This is part 1 and 2. This is one. I don't know where you have 2 at.
It's right here. It's both of them.
Yeah, but no, there's one where it's just a separate 2. But this is one.
It's probably this 2 right here.
No, it is. But I'm saying like, oh, this is not touchscreen?
No.
Oh, okay, because you was just on it a while ago. It just showed
this
it.
one?
Go on that again. Scroll down all the way. Keep going. See? 2. So yeah, they have it separate, and I wanted to listen to it separately because I don't like it having like that in my Spotify library. Part 1 and Part 2 of Beautiful Revolution. These are cool if you like that sound for Common. Common is obviously rapping. Common's obviously gonna be on that positivity stuff. It's just to me that these albums were uninteresting.
Yeah,
they're not bad because Common can rap, and I love like the singers that he gets with PJ and Bilal. Sometimes I think these albums ain't bad.
Yeah,
like to me they just exist. And sadly, they didn't really do anything for me in terms of like my replayability of going back. Then we got Black America again. I enjoyed this album.
Yeah,
this is a good album. I was like, all right, this is cool. Like, but I don't see myself going back to this. But if a song were to come up on my playlist for Common recommended songs, and one of these songs played, I let it rock. It was cool. Production was solid. Next album we got is Electric Circus, which I feel like I should have ranked this higher. But we got Electric Circus, which is, I think, of commonly like dislike Common album, especially for the time it came out in. I thought this was a good album, B. I really like this.
To me, it's not bad.
Yeah, but I can definitely see
so much hate
because look what it came after.
I know.
I can see why people hated it.
I know.
Different direction, and I do like Common kind of doing something different and experimenting. Not with Pharrell though. I don't like it when he does it with Pharrell. But yeah, Electric Circus during the Soul Aquarians era, I really enjoyed it, B. I thought it was a really good album. Then we got Let Love, which obviously he talks about his love for music. This is the album where he talked about where he got assaulted as a young kid.
I never listened to this album.
Yeah, I listened to it. He has a story. He has a song telling about that story, whatever, him going to therapy, things like that. Common's one of them type where it's like, oh, grown man rap. This is all just Common's discography.
Yeah. It's so crazy, like looking at some of these albums, like Let Love. I don't even remember this. Like I don't even remember when it coming out.
I don't either. I remember the interview though, because he was on Breakfast Club talking about it, and I think he came out with a book with it at the time.
For real?
Yeah, I'm not listening to it, but yeah. Then after that, we got Nobody Smiling. Now I forget if No ID also produced this one as well. Yeah, because he produced 2 of his albums in here, and I gotta say, them No ID produced albums, B.
He did Can I Borrow a Dollar too, didn't he?
Yeah, but I didn't like that production on Can I Borrow a Dollar. I don't.
You don't like that?
That was dust. That was dust on the MPC.
But you know, it's more like New York sound. Chicago didn't really establish the sound.
Well, I mean, they still like something.
They do have a sound. Relax, come on.
Besides drill, that was a derivative.
But Common started making his own little thing.
Yeah. Common started doing his own thing.
And
I do agree
Kanye
with
had
that.
his thing, even though it's like soul sampling.
Kanye, that's not Chicago. That's Kanye.
I know, but I'm saying he did his way. He chopped up a little different.
Yeah, he did his big one. But yeah, I was the Nobody Smiling, which Common has commentary about the whole scene of Chicago being very violent.
I did not like this album.
I liked it, especially with G Herbo. To me, G Herbo gave his best verse ever on here. I was like, wow.
It's been a minute since I listened to it, but I did not like it when it came out.
I like this album looking back.
When I was in my gutter rapping. I wanted to listen to them, but yeah. I was like, yeah, kill.
This is literally the opposite of that. Yeah, why would you want that? There are some songs on here. He has one song about a girl, and I'm like, okay, this is kind of corny, Common. Yeah. But No ID production on here.
This album did come out 10 years ago. I was freaking 20 years old. So me probably re-listening to this as a 30-year-old, it might be different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I listen to Common now. Because when I was younger,
and I've been listening to Common for years.
See me now, I wasn't in that bag yet.
Yeah.
I wasn't in my mature bag. Next album I got up is Resurrection. What is this? His second album? It's good.
Yeah.
It's dusty, but it's good.
I used to love her.
It is old.
I used to love her.
Yeah. And he still does, obviously, from his album What Love. Now we get into 6. The Dreamer, the Believer.
Yeah.
I did not know Common had an album like this. this was good.
It's been a
Production
while
was
since I listened to
good.
this.
Common's rapping on here. I'm like, all right. This is it for me. I love this right here. Once we get to 6, these are all the albums I just started loving.
I might have to re-listen to this. It's
Yeah.
been so long.
I love the album, B. The production is so good on this album. And Common, to me, Common's one of those people, he got that good production behind him. He gonna sound good on it too.
Yeah, I haven't heard it in a minute.
Man.
I don't know.
I love No ID's production on here. I just didn't know No ID produced it. I have a newfound love for some No ID production, especially with nobody
You gotta
smiling
go
in
to
this.
the cocaine 80s and all that.
Oh yeah, he has him on that album.
No, I'm saying that's No ID and all of them.
Oh,
That's the whole. That's the whole
collective.
Thing. Yeah, like Janae Aiko and all of them together. That's why Vince Staples used to be with them.
So that's why I heard Janae Aiko. I'm like, why is she not credited on this song? I'm like, okay, that makes sense. That makes so much sense. See, I didn't know anything about that.
I don't know the sauce.
Hey, 2088.
yeah, Big Sean.
That's
He on
nasty.
there. He on the what's called album?
What?
Nobody's Smiling.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant 2088. I was about to say, yeah, he's half of it.
Nah,
I
I'm
thought
talking
you
about
were
he
about
on
to say
no, what's called?
Then we got Finding Forever by Common, which is his second produced album by Kanye West. Good album. Very bad cover. Songs don't
Covers
really...
suck. That's why you didn't know Kanye produced it.
Yeah.
I was like, they got another album together.
Yeah,
Like,
when you said
what?
that, I'm like, nah, he's just tripping.
I'm like, nah,
I'm like, nah,
I'm like, bro.
he just off the pod juice.
I'm like, no.
Then we got 4, One Day It'll All Make Sense, which I need to buy that vinyl because I need that Obi strip with it.
Hey,
Number 3,
crazy.
The Auditorium. I am still loving this album. My album of the year still currently. Number 2, Like Water for Chocolate. Hopefully review that on the channel one day. I don't know.
Classic.
Hey, classic. Then we got number 1, B. I just love B
Yeah,
because to
B,
me
yeah.
it's concise. It's very meaty, very girthy. You get what I'm saying?
Boy, let it thick.
Hey, Common laid it on with this album right
He
here.
put it down.
B, he did, and so did Kanye with that production. This is, to me, obviously Common's magnum opus, and I hate saying this because that's a stereotypical answer, but I went back to B, man. Every time I go back to B, it's just so good, B.
It's a good album.
B is just so good.
The
I
Queen
love B.
pen. Before I remember way. Before I
Hey.
remember way. Hey, was he
Good
gonna
with
me
the-
testify?
Oh.
Hey, nah. Nah, this album is insane, bro. But like Water for Chocolate is still.
Yeah, I got that for number 2. I got
Yeah,
number 2.
but nah, B is that one, and it's
Yeah.
that one that's like it's not too long.
Exactly.
You just play it
And
all the
each
way
of the
through.
songs, like,
How beautiful love can be. Hey, nah, B
Hey, I
is
even
crazy.
like the live song.
Stop, don't let me. Don't,
Hey,
don't let
B,
me.
we got to
Oh,
do
when
a
it was on
review
Dave
of this.
Chappelle joint? Yeah.
We got to do a B review, B, at one point.
When the next year it'd be the 20th anniversary.
Will it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we'll do a
Or
review.
5. That when it came out.
Oh, we'll do a review.
Hey.
I'll be down to listen to
Oh
B
yeah,
a
we
few
can do this
times.
next year.
Oh,
How
yeah.
beautiful love.
Look, as soon
can
as
be.
next year comes, no review.
Nah, we're gonna put it in the review notes. B, the anniversaries.
Hey, we
It's a
got
classic.
to. We got to. B is so good. B
Yeah,
is so
I can rap
good.
this whole album probably, bro.
Oh, man.
Yeah, straight hard.
Tone. Whatever you telling the story about the girl getting with the drug dealer
Yeah.
guy. Man, that was so good.
The Queen pen. Oh, wow. That part always had me dying because I used to always watch that music video growing
Oh,
up.
I didn't know there was a music video for
Yeah,
it.
it's Taraji P. Henson if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she's the Queen pen. She was in there acting like she was
Of
crying in
course
the
she
courthouse.
is. Of course she is. I like the way that B comes in for Testify. It is
Yeah.
so good.
Testify, your favorite
Survival.
song on there?
I love Go. Go might be like the overplayed one. I love Go.
I think Faithful.
I don't think it's my favorite. What's the one with him, Kanye, and John Legend? Beautiful love could be. No.
No, that's no. Oh, you talking about the Stay? Yeah. No, I think Faithful is like my favorite song in there.
I like the one with Jay Dilla's production. How beautiful love can be.
Yeah, but like
is that song Faithful? I
no,
don't know the
Faithful
names
is
of them
Faithful
like
is
that. Let me see.
huh?
I said I don't know the names of the songs. Like
Yeah,
that, just off
Faithful.
of here. Okay.
Oh
Yeah, they say.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, yeah. I just love the whole album. The whole album is just so good.
No, Faithful goes. I want to be.
Oh, the one with that has to be the Kanye one, right?
He produced that. I want.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Because I
he's
know
talking
Kanye
about
and Jay Dilla this. Well,
Yeah, Jay Dilla, yeah.
R.I.P. Jay Dilla.
But he's doing like tracks. That one when he talk about the dude cheating on his girl and all that. Like
Yeah.
So faithful. Oh,
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
No, this album is.
Nah, Fable's
gosh.
insane.
I love the second track too. The second track is really
Oh, bro,
good.
the whole joint is
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
You talking about the corner?
Yeah.
I wish I could give you this feeling. Yeah, that's fire.
Oh man. Oh, we gotta talk about B one day. I gotta listen to it after tomorrow or something.
I don't even have to listen to the album.
I do, 'cause it's
I
so
know the
good.
whole album,
It's so
bro.
good. But yeah, that's about it for what we've been jamming and my common discography deep dive.
Man, shout out to Beyond Beats and Culture.